Hello, everyone, and welcome to part 2 of the Round 8 Vice Captain trade video. First off, geez, what a great win by the Bombers. Very convincing wins, first against West Coast and then against North Melbourne. Something, especially as an Essendon supporter, I'm still scratching my head at is, that ball up in the last quarter in North Melbourne's goal square where, it's ball up. North Melbourne player kicks the ball away. Oh, umpire thinks Essendon kicks the ball away. No, free kick North Melbourne. Oh, no. Sorry. It was a North Melbourne player that's kicked the ball away. Okay, we'll ball it up. That absolutely. It's still messing with my head. So, what the fuck? Anyway, enough about that. So, let's have a look at tonight's game. Like I said, Bombers man here, but lucky to get over the line there. Zach Merritt, you beautiful, beautiful man. Had my VC on him, 172. Yeah, we're taking that. That's 2 weeks in a row where we've had a 170 plus vice captain, and I feel a lot better now trading in Zach Merritt over Dacos. Also Zach Reed with a 102. Hey, I swear it was on like 108 or something. Must have got scaled down. But 102. We actually had to field him because, well, our loophole, Liam O'Connell, is in. And I found out about this about 10 minutes before the game because for some reason, I'm not sure if anyone else had this issue, but hey, I couldn't get any information on any teams. But yeah, we put Zach Reed on the field, and we've got his 102, because I thought he'd go well against North Melbourne. Any Zach that's, dons the sash, just becomes a good player. Some other Zachs? Zach Clark. We've got another season-ending injury to Harrison Jones. We're going to have quite a few mid-season draft players coming in. What's Zach Dawson up to these days? Anyway, who else we got here from this game from Essendon? Nick Martin with a 98. What else we got here? Pryor, 57. He's going to have a highish break even. Oh, by the way, Zachary, he's going to have his break even's going to absolutely plummet, maybe even to negatives. We've got Old Gold with a 62 against Cherry. Kako with a 60. This could have been a 70 game, so if he didn't give away a 50-meter penalty in that last quarter. Elijah Sartis, 44. Some people still held on to him. Some people might have even traded him in. But he only had 60% time on ground. Now, we literally had a bench full of injured players. And look at him. He's still ended up on the bench to end the game. Oh my goodness. And look, where is he? Jai Menzie nearly had as much game time as him, and he started as the sub. Jordan Ridley's injured, scored a 29. No one has him in Classic, but of course I have him on field in my keeper league. Harry Jones, that was a horrific injury. No one has him, but hope that injury's not as bad as it looked. There's no one else from Essendon. Harry Sheasel, 120. He's back. We've got him in field. Remember a few weeks ago? Yeah, I actually traded out Tristan Cherry because I was worried about his hammy and him dropping cash. Well, he scored a 146, rucking against Old Gold. And, how am I going to get him back in? But then again, because remember, I had Gorn. I had the setup. I had Gorn, I had TDK, and I had Cherry. I had all three of them. But I traded Cherry out to Whitfield, and then my flex became Flynn. So hopefully Flynn can go 146 against Gorn, One can only hope. Who else we've got here? Some may have Simpkin, 113. LDU, 101. One I've got my eye on after his bye. Sullivan, you still got him. Hey, he's actually got the dollar sign symbol. It's 68. It's Finbar Marley on debut, 46. Could have won the game for North Melbourne, but he took too long. Who else we got? Oh, Caleb Daniel, 89. Had a pretty big last quarter, but otherwise I think he was on a pretty low-ish score. And who else we got here? Don't think there's anyone else. No. Okay, so let's go to the teams. All right, so St Kilda and St Kilda and Fremantle. Liam O'Connell, he's back from the dead. Who was our former loophole, but he's actually back. Maybe he can have a good game and maybe make us some coin. Philip the Pooh, he's back as well, and Hugh Boxall is on debut. And we've got Oscar McDonald. Hey, told you in the last video, he's going to be out because Luke Jackson's coming back in. All right, so hey, and O'Connell's even named on field on the wing. Geez, Ross Lyon must really like him. Yeah, because I don't think he did too much in the VFL the week before, but anyway, I'll take it. And if he can make us some coin on the bench, that would be great. Maybe I don't even need the bus. Alright, what else we got here? No one else really here. Trelaw's back for the Bulldogs. Christian Murray's been dropped from the Power, if you got him. Adelaide. Alright, so remember what I said in the last video, Matt Crouch being out with injury? Well, forget I said anything about Sid Draper, because he's also been dropped. Well, I don't know if he's injured or not, doesn't say here, but yeah, no, not Draper. Not this week, not next week. We've got Doherty's back, Cowan's out, in. Silvani, Zach Williams out injured, Cottrell, I'm not sure if he got dropped or not, but hey, that's good news for one Matthew Carroll, who's named on the field as well in the back pocket. So that's very good for us. And no Pitternet, although Pitternet is named as an emergency. But I doubt he plays. All right, next we got Collingwood and Geelong. Tom Stewart's out again. Mitch Duncan's in. No Nevitt. And who will be the let out for Geelong this week? I reckon it'll have to be someone Supercoach relevant. Connor O'Sullivan will be a laid out, and Jake Kolajashny will come in. And Collingwood, nothing really here. West Coast Melbourne. Now, Bo Allen's in. And there is no, what are their names? Clay Hall or... what's the other guy's name? Tom Gross. All right, but he's named it as an emergency. And Flynn is still number one ruck with Bailey Williams in the emergencies. So, yeah, that's pretty good news for Maxi Gawn. But, please, I'm taking Zach Merritt's 172. If you could just go a nice 110, 120, that would be great. We've got Daniel Turner in. Clayton Oliver is out. Now, I think it's personal reasons. They said he'll rejoin the program next week, but I've heard Clayton Oliver and personal reasons before, and yeah, I'm not liking it. I'm not picking. I don't think he's not going to be a keeper this year, so I could potentially trade him out. I'll have to see what I can do here. And yeah, no sign of Aiden Johnson either for me, so yeah, he's pretty dead as well. And on to the Sunday games. I hate how they do these squads. Connor Stone is out. Man, the guy, Adam Kingsley said to him, like, how dare you score 70s? Your role on this team is to score between 35 and 40, and that's it. So, yeah, you're dropped, Connor Stone. And also Josh Kelly, not good for my Podmasters Draft League. And, yeah, of course, got to name Riley Bice, and hey, I thought Ben Patton was injured. You got to name, Caden Cleary on the bench. You can't just name them on the ground for us, but we'll find out tomorrow at 5 if they're in the game, and then an hour before the game if they're the sub. I love having to worry about that stuff. All right, so Hawthorn. Now, one thing that I do like here, Henry Hustwaite. He's been named on the ball. All right, so that gives me plenty of confidence that I'm going to bring him in early for Clay Hall. All right, and no changes for, not yet anyway, for Richmond. Noah Bolter is back in. And trainers on field. Okay, nothing else really there. And then Brisbane Gold Coast. Logan Morris, Kai Loman out. No changes yet to the Suns. Don't have anyone from the Suns. But yeah, jeez. Will Ashcroft, Levi Ashcroft, they're always named on the bench. Tunstall. Tunstall was the one. Remember in the last video I was thinking like, wait, there's another guy on the bubble. I can't remember who it is. It was Tunstall. And yeah, don't reckon he plays. I reckon it's these three here that don't play. Well, actually, Doody maybe? I'm not sure. Anyway. Alright, so that's the teams for the week. So let's look at my Supercoach team. Alright, there's been a potential change of plans for my trades this week. Alright, so yeah, as we can see, yep, green ticks everywhere in the back line. Yeah, Clayton Oliver is out. Now, what I was thinking of doing, I was thinking at first, I'll keep Clayton Oliver. Kako scores, well, I was going to say if he scores 60 or more, I'll probably take it. But he scored exactly 60. I don't think I'm going to take it. I'll go through what I'm going to do in a sec. And also, I made the mistake because, 10 minutes before the game, I've got home from work. The AFL app's not working. I think I went into like sort of a panic mode, and I was going to have Kako down the bottom here in the forward line and loop with Johnson. But now I've got Cleary and Hewitt. Hewitt's playing in the same game as Johnson, so why the hell did I do that? Oh my goodness. That's really some great thinking there, Locke. And yeah, if they play on the Sunday, so I can't lose. Yeah, even if I move Ashcroft down here. No, that doesn't work, no. Alright, so what will I do here? And remember, I've also got Flynn in the flex there. What trades can I do? So one that I'm definitely going to do, let's just do that right now. Clay Hall, you're gone. And coming in is one Henry Hustwaite. The pencil, apparently. Alright, 121k. And he's playing Richmond, so I'm confident that he will go well. And I might even start him on the field. Okay. Who's next? So what does that give us? We have 104k. Who can we trade Oliver to? Can we get him to say... Oh, no, definitely not a day cost. Let's go to players I can afford. We could get Jack Sinclair in this week. Or do I wait till he drops a bit more and potentially get him next week? Maybe. Actually, no, I'm not going to get Jack Sinclair because we have to look at his role because apparently he's been training with the forwards. But there is a guy I've been wanting to get into my team, and that is Isaac Rankin. And that still gives us 75-50, and that will complete my forward line. So let's confirm that right now. Alright, so yeah, while Oliver's not going to be a top 8 mid, well, Rankin, I'm pretty sure he's going to be a top 6 forward. So that's basically our forward line completed. Alright, so yeah, no more looping here. Just have Cleary as the emergency, making money, and Johnson, well, he's just dead. Alright, don't forget to put the captain on Harry Boyd, but make sure he's not a late in. And what can we do here? So let's put Henry Hustwaite on for, let's say Hewitt playing Melbourne. Ashcroft, he's been scoring well. Let's just do it for Hewitt. Okay, so yeah, that's the team. Alright, so I'm pretty happy with it. If D6, it's a problem for a lot of sides, but if my D6 is scoring 102s, I'm pretty happy with that. I think Hustwaite will go well against Richmond. Lindsay against West Coast. Ashcroft, well, he's been scoring well anyway. And yeah, there we go. Alright, so maybe I don't even trade next week. The guys that I flagged in my last video, Draper, well, he's not playing this week. And the bus, well, who do I trade into? I can't trade out Zach Reed. It's too early to go Carroll or O'Connell. Or if I did O'Connell, I wouldn't be making enough money. So, yeah, I might just leave it like that for now. Might not trade next week. Alright, so, yeah, that is the video. I'll see you in the round 8 review. Bye.